Hello?
If I stop talking, don't call me back.
I didn't understand what she meant. Not then. She called me at exactly 3:08 in the morning, and her voice was doing that thing voices do when someone is trying very hard to sound calm. Just let me tell it, she said. Don't ask questions until I'm done. If I stop, just wait 10 minutes. If I don't call back after that, call my sister. I said okay. I didn't know what else to say. This is what she told me. Earlier that night, Simi had been at her cousin's wedding in Lekki, the kind where the Ashwebi alone costs more than rent, and the small chops keep coming even after everyone says they are full. She danced until her feet were done arguing with her heels. She'd had 2 glasses of wine, no more. She's careful about that, especially when she knows she has to get home, except she wasn't driving. Her car had been in the shop for a wheel alignment since Wednesday, so for the first time in months, she opened the bolt up. It matched her with a black Corolla, plate ending in KJA, driver name, Proposed State Chuku. She remembered laughing when she saw it. Chuku, she'd said to her friend Adeze, they've given me a whole essay for a driver's name. Adeze laughed, hugged her goodbye, and wished her a safe journey. That was the last familiar voice Simi heard before everything changed. The Corolla pulled up exactly as the app described. Black, slightly dusty, a rosary hanging from the rearview mirror. One of those pine air fresheners that had long since stopped smelling like pine. Good evening, the driver said. Good evening. He confirmed her destination with a nod, although the app already had it. For the first 15 minutes, nothing happened. They exchanged the kind of small talk strangers always do. Wedding always finish later than people plan. They really do. At least traffic is kind tonight, she smiled politely. He drove carefully, didn't speed, didn't check his phone. He even slowed down for potholes. Simi settled into her seat and started scrolling through wedding photos. It was exactly the kind of boring ride home everyone hopes for. Then, without looking at her, he said, Didn't I take you home last week? She looked up and laughed. No, now. This is my first boat ride this month. My car has been in the shop. He didn't answer immediately. Streetlights slid across the back of his closely shaved head. A thin scar behind his left ear caught the light every few seconds. Finally, he spoke. I thought your security man would be on duty tonight. Simi frowned. What security man? The older one. She stared at him. My estate has several security guards. He nodded once. True. Then silence. She convinced herself he'd guessed. Maybe he'd driven someone else there before. Maybe she'd misunderstood. Then he spoke again. I remember your building. She felt something tighten in her chest. The one with the blue gate. Still possible. Second floor. Less possible. You always leave your slippers outside your door. Now she stopped breathing. I don't think we've met, she said carefully. Maybe you're thinking of someone else? He continued as though she hadn't spoken. The floor inside your apartment is grey tile. You bought a rug because it's cold in the mornings. Every word was correct. Not almost. Exactly. She searched desperately for explanations. Maybe a delivery rider. Maybe someone from the estate. Maybe someone who had been inside once. None of them explained what came next. You keep the left curtain closed. The street lights shine directly into that corner. It wakes you if you leave it open. Then he said, and the small brown dog. I remember when he stopped following you to the gate. Caspian. He didn't say the name. He didn't have to. Her dog had died 3 years earlier. No photographs online. No memorial posts. Nothing. She had never mentioned him to a stranger. Stop the car. Her voice came out smaller than she'd intended. The driver kept both hands on the wheel. He never looked back. I'm not going to hurt you, he said quietly. I just wanted you to know. A pause. That I remember. Another pause. People forget things. His voice remained perfectly calm. I remember everything. Stop the car. This time her voice cracked. That was the moment her hands began shaking without permission. The moment her body understood something her mind still couldn't explain. He pulled over immediately. No argument. No hesitation. Almost as though this exact stretch of road had been the destination all along. She ran 3 streets, still wearing her heels, her gele half falling apart behind her. She didn't stop until she reached the security post outside another estate. She pounded on the glass until the mopole on duty opened the gate. That's when she called me. She stayed on the phone with me until 4:47 a.m. She kept repeating the story, not because she'd forgotten it, because people repeat frightening things hoping repetition will make them make sense. Then she stopped talking. For nearly 2 minutes, all I could hear was her breathing. Then, 3 knocks. Slow, deliberate, evenly paced. Knock, knock, knock. See me? She whispered. There is someone at the gate. The mopo is there, right? Ask him to check. Another pause. He says he didn't hear anything. I told her not to move. She said she wasn't planning to. She remained there until daylight. The following morning, she contacted Bolt. She gave them everything. Pick up time, pick up location, drop off, vehicle, plate number, driver's name. The customer service representative was silent for several seconds. Then she said, Ma'am, according to our records, the driver cancelled your trip after waiting 2 minutes. Simi frowned. What? There was no completed trip. But I was inside the car. I'm sorry, ma'am. Our records show the ride never started. She looked down at her phone. The fare had been deducted. The trip history was there. Pickup location, destination, amount charged. But where the driver's name should have been, there was nothing. Just an empty space. She asked one question. Then who drove me home? The representative didn't answer immediately. When she finally spoke, it was only to say a report would be opened. Nobody ever called back. 2 months later, Simi moved out. Officially, she wanted somewhere closer to work, better lighting, less traffic. Those things were true, just not the whole truth. Her sister believes the explanation is simple. A cloned Bolt profile, someone who had followed her before, someone who had gathered information over time. People can be obsessive, people can be frightening. Everyone can, people can know more than they should. Simi agrees, up to a point. She says no stalker knows exactly which side of your curtains stay closed because of a streetlight, unless they've stood inside your room. She says no stranger casually remembers a dog that died 3 years before. She still insists she heard those 3 knocks outside the security post that night. The Mopo swears he heard absolutely nothing. Believe whichever version helps you sleep. 3 weeks later, Simi changed her phone number. She told almost no one, not even most of her colleagues. A month after that, she received a text message from an unknown number. It contained only 4 words. I remember everything.